This will be a reading from Gambling on Common Sense by L. Breyer. Hi, that's me. All right. Prologue. On the other side of the timeline. Officer Payne, do you gamble? Captain Lin Solis asks me as I lean against his station's console on the bridge. The spade quadrant star charts surround us, scanning solar system as the Helios skips by. We've some time to kill. Solis shuffles a card deck as he eyes me. Nope, I shrug. Now, that's where the story would have ended had she not had a gambling problem. But let's take a little bit deeper dive. Chapter 1. Do not gamble. Seated at the poker table, I ask myself, which Helios crew member is a shape-shifting lizard? In the dim light of the cantina, it's hard to tell. Each of the 4 crew members stare at me expectantly, hoping their common sense officer will lay it all on the table. Think, Ash. Stop tapping your finger and think. What would Tyson Major have done? Dad would have identified this lizard, who sent it, and, if it's not too late, save the victim. Which I absolutely will, right after this last hand. Full house. I lay down my cards. After a near orbit of avoiding the gaming with the crew, it feels good to be playing again. A collective groan washes over the cantina. It bounces around the small, cylindrical room, through the kitchenette sinks, dirty dishes, past the dartboard with the robotic parrot stuck in the bullseye, and above the discarded synth food wrappers. That last one irks me. I just swept in here. Wish I could blame this lizard for this mess, but I know the hallmarks of the crew when I see them. Crossing my arms, I blow my short-length hair out of my face and say, "You lost. Cough 'em up." As a short woman just past 22, intimidation isn't a mantle I wear well. I like to think my Helios navy blue uniform with gold trim adds some respect. Donning it has been a dream come true. I represent Starprint Inc., one of the terminal's big 3, like Dad before me. Although, around this table, everyone has that claim to fame. Pulling rank to find a lizard isn't going to happen. I'll need to examine the crewmates individually. This isn't the academy. Lives are at stake. Impossible. My first suspect, biologist Lester, biology officer Lester Orion, juts out his salt and pepper bearded chin in defiance. He's a slender man with hair tied in a long, low ponytail. The pale 40-ish orbits man wears sunglasses, a Hawaiian shirt with a popped collar, and a wide brim hat to hide his features, none of which disguises that Lester whistles when he bluffs. You know the rules. Give 'em up. I wave a hand toward the ball of purple tentacles perched on Lester's shoulder. In my eyes, Junior's more of a parasite than a pet, but you tried telling Lester that. Not a chance, love. Lester clutches his pet with both hands as Junior gently nibbles on his fingertips. Biologists are supposed to create food for the crew, not become food. I swear, if he didn't have the last name Orion, he'd been kicked off the Helios ages ago. Yeah, I purse my lips. That's not my name. Would I be lucky enough for Junior to be a lizard? No, I know better than that. Judging from the shed torso skin I found in the docking bay, they should be humanoid. From what I recall of lizard behavior, they are a hardy lot that works alone, cooks their prey before eating them. Regardless of who has been taken, there should still be time to save them. There is no way on planet Hell I'm giving him up. Lester huffs. A steel dagger plunges into the table in front of him, gripped tightly by my second suspect, Science Officer Natasha Pollux. Lester nearly falls off his chair as she leers over the blade with a devilish grin. Don't be a scallywag. Natasha yanks her knife from the table. Underneath her white lab coat is a pirate flag t-shirt, black pants, and homemade leather boots. Most importantly, a tricorn hat sits atop her mass of curly black hair. I'm still not sure if the hat is cursed or if Natasha feels more confident with it on, but she has an unhealthy obsession either way. She might be the most knowledgeable astroscientist in the universe, but she has a few screws loose since the Doomirage incident. Well, I'd hate to think that my old friend is a slizzard. Can't rule anyone out. Natasha falls back in her chair and crosses her arm. The last one, fair and square. Cough 'em up. Beside her, my third suspect, Engineering Officer Eugene Quall, nods in agreement. His goggles made his bright blue eyes absurdly large. The man is short and stocky, with more hair dedicated to his black mustache and beard than his head. Seeing me staring, he scratches the back of his head with a robotic hand. That arm has been installed backwards this rotation, possibly for that very purpose. Quall lost his left arm while trying to elope in the Bermuda tetrahedron with Roxy, the android femme fatale. This isn't fair. Lester refuses to back down. She must have cheated. Tell him. My last suspect, Captain Lin Solis, rests his almond-shaped eyes on me. The man could be a terraforming poster, given his angular face and jawline that could cut titanium plating. His rich, crew-cut black hair frames a clean-shaven face that makes any girl swoon. Other girls, though. I have a rule not to think that way about coworkers anymore. Besides, he doesn't trust me after I repeatedly tried to confiscate his soulstone necklace. Well, Officer Payne, are you a liar? Solis asks in a deep, even tone, but I can see the suspicious glint in his eye. Did you cheat? The ostrich soulstone pendant around his neck pulses with a soft blue light as if it's laughing at me. Which, who knows, maybe it is. The newfound alien technology has only been studied a few generations, but that hasn't stopped every terminal company from seeking it out. Starbrink Inc. commissioned the Helios for that very purpose, to join the Astra space race. But I don't trust Astrotech. It's too unpredictable in how it impacts its wielders, even for those that appear attuned like Glenn. I'd give anything to toss that into an isolation container and throw away the key. I don't cheat. I met his accusing gaze. Stupid captain with his stupid deep brown eyes and stupid abundance of confidence. I wonder, not for the first time, if he can tell I'm lying. The man seems to have a sixth sense for that sort of thing. After a long moment, Solis nods. There you have it. Our CSO is no cheater, but a man must keep his word. Solis turns to Lester. You may not like the hand you're dealt, but you lost. Hand Junior over. Reluctantly, Lester removes Junior from his neckline, leaving a layer of slime on his barcode tattoo. We all have those, courtesy of terminal citizenship. The invertebrate wriggles, reaching back at him, and with Lester's other hand, he signs something I don't understand. I really should learn universal sign language at some point. Whatever it means to aggravates Junior, curls into tentacles tighter and chomps on the biologist's hand. At least I can rule out Lester as this lizard. Junior wouldn't mistake his favorite snack. And if you want to learn who among the crew is actually the shape-shifting slizzard, you can pick up Gambling on Common Sense, the ebook, for a discount this Black Friday. Enjoy. And early December. What do you want? I'm not good at that.